All right, here goes for another episode. Sorry about that. Now, let's go and check out what we did today. So, I didn't think I was going to have to make a post in the near future, but I saw an issue, so I decided to address that today. And let's go check it out. So, we're going to throw this screen down a little bit smaller, minimize myself. Boop, boop. Okay, so here it says we have a patch. It's going to be version 1.53.68. So we went from 0.67 to 0.68. Pretty self-explanatory right there. Let's go on. So we had a problem with YouTube episodes. They were taking forever. Every time we go through and we have to individually find each one based on the GUI ID at the suffix of the episode name, and it was taking forever, probably about 2 to 5 seconds per episode that was already processed. So when it looked at an already processed episode, it was like 2 to 5 seconds, find another already processed episode, so it would skip over and wouldn't reprocess them, which is a good thing, but it was taking too long. With the RSS feeds from Spotify and Apple, those are much quicker. I could get through a channel in probably about like 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So I had to make some adjustments to make that faster. My transcription log, which I will start actually showing you. So transcription log was getting massive. I didn't even realize that. Like for my other ones, I had it after 10,240 bytes, kilobytes. It would create a log point 2 or log point 1, point 2, 3, 5. I think after 5, it starts restarting. For transcription, since this was like my biggest one, I guess I never set a new log for it. So in this one, I'm creating a rotating file handler. That way, after I'd set it to 2,000 in or 20,480 kilobytes right over here. 10 megabytes, that's not right. It's actually smaller. It's actually bigger. It's 10, 20. And then backup count, so it will do about 20 times, basically, right there. Uh, I need to make an adjustment of that bad note. Because it was 10, and I was like, 10 might not be enough, so I did 20, just in case I wanted to look further back into the data. I could set this at 10 megabytes, and that would be totally fine. But I wanted 20, so just in case there was some stuff that was happening, and we had that error. We had an error today. One of my CUDA kernels just went down, don't know why, and started writing over some already processed files. It basically renamed the name of the episode and keep the metadata but not the transcription text and not the chapter summary. So I had a bunch of files that got messed up. I would say probably about 40 or 50. Have never seen this error before. So what I did, if we go down over here, I create a guard right here. So if we don't get combined segments and transcript data, it does not process that, and it does not remove the file until that is done, which basically will kick us out, which is a good thing. We need that. So it wasn't kicking us out. It was just continuing on rewriting over files, and I was able to catch there in time, thankfully, and stop it from happening. Never seen that before. Don't know why or how it happened, but I have a new guard that's going to protect that from writing over good files. So, then here is another section. This code right here. Um, Basically, I was calling at this point to look over every YouTube episode and look it over, check it, look through the list. Okay, good. Try that again. I'd keep doing that loop over and over again. Now it's much faster because I took that look over. Basically, I said if it's already in my log, which I have created, it's processed underscore JSON log. I'll give you an example. Let me pull that over. Transcripts. Let's go to. Let's do a YouTube one. Let's see, ABCD. There we go. I'm about to pull it up in a second. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So here we go. For instance, let's check this guy out. Yeah. Okay, so forgot why did I open this? Don't remember. What was it? Oh, I know why. It wasn't even this. It wasn't even the episode I wanted. State modified. Go to the top. Here we go. Process index. That's what I really wanted. So here's my process index. It was looking through each file, wasn't even checking the process index. Now it is looking at the process index. If it's not in the process index, which has the GUI ID in the title of the name, so like let's say they change the name of the episode and I would have to reprocess that. Well, because I have this unique ID right here, that episode that never changes. The episode may change, like the name, but this ID never changes. So I'll look at this, be like, nope, good to go. I'll just rename the file to whatever it is, so you're always good on that one. Yeah, so that was something that we got fixed. So now it's going to always look for this. And now YouTube, every time it sees a YouTube channel, it just looks at this process index. And this is in each channel. They have their own process index. So it makes looking for looking through channels that have already been done super quick. I can basically jump through 1,000 something episodes in literally 5-15 seconds. And if they're already all processed, I'm just going to skip over them. So yeah, here's the process index JSON file, and that's in each individual, that's in each channel. So let's go to our logs. I'll show you a huge file, massive. Okay, so this is the only one that was being produced. It wasn't called transcription.log.2. It was just called transcription. But anyways, yeah, this file got so huge. Eventually, this will be written over time. We've already gotten to 2 logs. Well, we're on the second one technically. So now we're creating new logs every time, and we're constantly processing. So the logs just get bigger and bigger, which isn't bad. It's good to have these logs so you can check things. But when it gets this big, you can't just open this file up in like a IDE. It does not work. It's massive. So what you have to do is run a command. Here's PowerShell. Basically, it was get content from that log. The tail end of it, I only wanted the last stuff because that's where the errors were happening, and I needed about 100,000 and just to see it all. And then I basically created a file called log tail. Showed me what was the end result of that tail of 100,000. So yeah, quite a bit. But anyways, that was the PowerShell command. And I'm not good at PowerShell whatsoever. I Google that shit every time. Like, how do I find that out? Way better with Linux. So, yeah. Okay. Next on the list to talk about. So, let's go back to the top. Wow. Yeah. I guess we'll just say this last piece. Overall, YouTube existing runs much faster. Way faster. Yeah, 100% faster. These were good updates. I'm glad I saw the error because it gave me more time to like, I haven't looked at the transcription log. Oh, wow, that's massive. And I was able to add another update. And then on top of that, I was like, this is going too slow. You know what? I probably should make this faster. And so sometimes those errors can be a good thing because you get to fix some other stuff that you might not have programmed correctly in the past. So yeah, these were all the main changes, main.py and processing and transcribing episodes from YouTube, Spotify, and also Apple. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao, ciao.